Listen, I don't care what anyone says. Zari Hassan is that girl. And the minute she got on the show, I knew that the girls were going to start hating on her because Zari Hassan is a triple threat. Anybody with clear eyesight can see that. In my personal opinion, a triple threat is a woman who has it all, okay? It's a woman who has beauty, brains, business, hustle, smarts, intelligence, confidence, resilience. It's the woman who's really just the full package, okay? There's not many of them, but it's a woman who's the full package. So the minute I saw Zari walk in on the show, within the first scenes of the show, I knew that the girls were not going to be able to handle Miss Zari, and they weren't. They did attempt to team up, against her, and they did attempt to, go against her. I mean, the typical stuff. I mean, let's keep it real. I wasn't born yesterday. These type of women usually will be targets of jealousy from other women. I mean, it is what it is, right? Because the world is very shallow. So when people meet you and you're beautiful, mentally, they believe that that's enough. Like you already have it all because you're beautiful. But then when you also add smarts, intelligence, wit, hustle, and all that, money, once all of that is added, now that really causes people to be very flabbergasted because it's like, wait a minute. I expected her to just have beauty, but now it's turning into a lot more than what I expected. And that's what happened with Zari the Boss Lady. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Your Level Up Guru, where we discuss, of course, leveling up, self-mastery, pushing ourselves forward, and really truly reaching that abundant life that we desire. So today I want to talk about Miss Zari Hassan. Now, I am not African. Shout out to all the Africans that are on the platform that support the platform. Love, love, love you guys. But I can say that the African socialite that have always caught my attention has been Miss Zari Hassan. I just like her. From the moment she got introduced to the reality show on Netflix, I believe was it Young, Rich, and Famous or Young, Rich, and African? The minute she got on the first episode, I knew that there was something special about Miss Zari Hassan. I'm a good reader. I'm very good at picking up on someone's vibe. Majority of people, it's a spiritual thing. And I'm just able to meet someone and just pick up on their energy. Even if it's virtually, I can tell. And the minute she stepped on the scene for the first episode, I'm like, oh my gosh, queen energy set to maximum. Okay, it's like her presence takes over the entire room when she walks in. And that's a beautiful thing. But at the same time, you got to be on guard when it comes to that because of course, jealousy and envy. The first scene where Zari Hassan got on the show and she walked in, there was a party that was being thrown. And when Zari walked in, I remember she had on this long white gown and like some type of crown over her head. She looked like a total queen. The queen has arrived, okay? That is what Kanye said, okay? The queen has arrived. And some women, you literally are like a queen. Like your energy is giving goddess. Like you're just not like the others. When you walk in the room, women feel threatened. Women are scattered. Women don't feel comfortable anymore. Women feel like, they're invisible when you get in the room. And that is the energy that Zari Hassan has. And a lot of women that have that energy tend to be the outcast amongst big groups of women. And when you watch the reality show all the way through, there were many different situations where Zari was outcasted, where the girls on the show tried to do reverse psychology and make her feel like something was wrong with her or make her feel like she's not good enough. Kind of like what the girls did to Drea Michelle on Basketball Wives. And what the girls tried to do to Evelyn Lozada, but they were unsuccessful because Evelyn Lozada has the energy where I think because of her beauty and her strong energy, I think that she already dealt with bullying in her teen and young adult years, that she didn't even give the women on Basketball Wives the opportunity to become bullies. So I don't really agree with the way she came about it, because she was kind of a bully. Because I guess she probably was like, I'm going to bully you before you bully me. That's kind of how Evelyn's approach was. Every woman approaches things differently when it comes to, especially powerful women with big, vibrant energies. Everybody approaches it differently. But with Zari, she was very kind to everybody, especially in season 1. Like, she was very elegant and kind and classy. And I think that the thing that women who are triple threats have to understand, women like Zari, beauty, brains, intelligence, and also on a spiritual level. Let me talk about the spiritual level really fast. I will say this. You can be a beautiful woman and you have intelligence and everything, but your energy is not like vibrant. It's not strong. So some people just have a presence that they come with. And Zari has a presence where you cannot miss her. Even if she walks in a room with a paper bag over her head, you can't not spot her. She has that strong presence. Okay. She carries presence, right? So all of the girls on the show turned on her. I think the only girl on the show that didn't have a problem with her was, what did you call her? I don't remember her name. She's like the only non-African American woman on the show. Was the only one that stayed cool with Zari. All the other girls, they couldn't take her. And you can tell from that first scene when Zari first entered and the girls saw her, because for women, it's all about looks. It starts and ends with looks when it comes to women. They're not going to say that, but it starts and ends with looks. So the minute she walked in and they saw how beautiful she was, they immediately made the decision that as a collective, they were not going to like her. So when Zari came in, she was very elegant and classy and nice and calm and collective. But what I always try to get women to understand is, 1, stop being nice to people. 2, don't be a doormat. And 3, don't audition for people. Because when you're a triple threat, women are already going to make up in their minds that they don't like you. It doesn't matter how kind or nice you are. They are going to start treating you like the outcast. And the nicer you are to them, and the more you try to prove yourself to them, the more they're going to bully you. So I always tell women who are triple threats, remain elegant, remain classy, but don't audition for women. Do not go into rooms looking for their approval. Do not let them play reverse psychology on you, which they're going to try to do. They're going to try to make you the outcast, and they're going to try to make you feel like you're unworthy, and they're going to try to make you feel like, you're the one with issues, when in reality, they want you to want their approval, but deep down inside, they want your approval. It's all reverse psychology. It's just like when an insecure man dates a beautiful woman and he tries to break her down and make her feel ugly. This is also what women do to women who are triple threats. So Zari's only problem, I feel like, is she came in looking for approval. Not approval, but she came in just being too kind is the vibe that I got. But eventually it went out the door when she realized that the women were preparing to team tag. The mean girl energy came in. Now, remember what I told you guys on my live the other day? Mean girl comes in 2 ways, okay? You can be a mean girl because you're just mean. Like, you just go through the world doing mean things to people. You go through the world hurting people. You go through the world bullying people for fun. That's a mean girl, mean girl. When you're just bullying people for fun and you're just stirring the pot and attacking people without cause, that's mean girl vibes. But then there's mean girl where it's, I know I'm a triple threat and I'm not going to allow anyone to step on me, and I'm not going to allow anyone to disrespect me. So if you do step to me, I will step as well. That is the type of mean girl energy that I'm talking about, where it's like, if you start crossing a boundary with me or you start getting froggy with me, I'm going to have to put you in your place, and I'm going to have to lay you out if I have to. And that's the mean girl energy that I'm talking about, that Zari ended up adopting towards the end of the season, when she started to realize these chicks aren't my friends. Like, these chicks didn't even give me a chance. These women have already decided that they don't like me, and they're already making it seem like I feel some type of way when I really don't. That's why she didn't get invited to the wedding. You know, they were already trying, was it a wedding? It was some event where they invited everyone but her. So this is something that women do a lot to beautiful women who are triple threats, is singling you out and making you feel like the outcast, because they're trying to distort or chip at your self-concept. And once Zari clocked that they were trying to do that to her, she turned into a quote unquote mean girl, which was 100% warranted, because the minute you walk into an environment where you have it going on and people are mistreating you because you have it going on, that's when you got to put your mean girl hat on and get your certified mean girl cards out. Get your cards out. Get your certified mean girl cards out, because now you're going to have to switch gears, because now these people are trying to chip at your confidence and they're trying to make you doubt yourself. So now you have to show them, listen, I'm not here to audition for her. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm not here to be her friend. This is me. This is who I am. And I'm here to stay. And I think that once Zari came into the show with that energy, the women were a little bit confused, because they thought it was going to be a bullying. They thought it was going to be a bullying effort. You know, I think that with Zari, they thought it was going to be an opportunity for them to team up and go after that one girl, the pretty girl, the rich girl, the girl that quote unquote has it all. They thought it was going to turn into that. But then when she put her mean girl hat on, they kind of got cold feet and stepped away when they realized that we wanted to bully her, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do that. And you can see this also played out. This also played out on Love and Hip Hop, is actually a good example, when they all tried to bully Jocelyn. When Jocelyn first got on the franchise, what were they calling her? Oh, you're a this, you're a that, you're a SLUT, you're a prostitute, you're a this, you're a that, you were an ex-pole dancer. So what? That was her past, right? That was her history. She was in the club getting money the only way she knew how, right? But women have a habit. You know, I'm going to say this. Women always talk about how much men shame them, but women shame women all the time. So they wanted to shame her and make her feel insignificant because of her past. And they did try to bully Jocelyn, and Jocelyn did try to be cool with the girls, but they were making fun of her, the fact that she was an ex-dancer. They were making fun of her accent, saying that she couldn't speak English, saying that she was, on all these substances. And then eventually Jocelyn was like, I can't trust any of these chicks. They're all trying to bully me. And then Jocelyn turned into a mean girl. So a lot of times when these women with big, vibrant energies, these main character energy women, come into an environment of women where they're a triple threat and women think that they're going to team up, they have to put their mean girl hat on. They have no choice, because you can't be an adult woman letting other women team up to bully you. You have to stand up for yourself. So that's kind of what happened to Zari. And she became a certified mean girl in the second and third season, I believe, or was it just the second season? And I don't know, like, when I think about the old season of the show, I got to go back and rewatch it. I don't really know what happened. I know Zari was getting into arguments with Fantana. Was Zari poking at Fantana? A little bit. She was poking at Fantana a little bit. I definitely think Fantana took it to the extreme, and that's also the area that I think Zari slipped up in, is if you are attractive and you're a triple threat, women are going to come at you 15 times harder than they would if you weren't a threat, because they just want an opportunity to physically put their hands on you, in other words, just like what happened to Melissa Ford. So I always tell beautiful women to be careful about getting into altercations with women, especially if you're a triple threat, because they're going to use that as an opportunity to give you stitches. So, and I don't see Zari as being a fighter. So I was a little bit shaky for her when Fantana started getting up and doing all of that, because women are always looking for an opportunity to hurt a triple threat. Like, Melissa Ford didn't think she was going to have to go to the ER that night because she got an entire champagne bottle thrown at her head and she was bleeding from her head. Do not forget master classes for January 19th. We have how to build a business from scratch Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. January 26th, we have our class on feminine power. Super excited for that. Sunday, January 26th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Those are the 2 classes for January. Go ahead to yourlevelupguru.net to sign up and reserve your spot. Have a wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen.